How's it going? It's NuttyChef again, and this is episode 3 on the Diamond Society server. So, last episode we were sort of finishing off these paths here and working on these buildings that I wanted to put in, all these houses. And between episodes I've gone ahead and put a few more in. Haven't added the roofs yet, but that won't take long. And I've added in this yellow one, which we're going to get to today. At first I wasn't going to put any yellow in, but this is actually orange, and I think it looks okay. So I think here and there we can put like an orange building in, and that'll add even more colour to our kingdom here. So that's looking pretty cool. And of course I want to continue on these buildings like over here and over here, in front of our wall down here, and also in the back row up there as well, all the way across. So, and then every now and then we'll have a little yellow building, which are going to be our like redstone farms. So every now and then we'll have a little farm, and it'll be an orange building. So, and I've also started off where our water feature is going to go. So this is where I was talking about I wanted to have like a waterfall coming down, and I think it's going to look cool like this, where we've still got to add another tier up the top, but we can start with this here. So we can have like a little waterfall coming from there, dropping down there into a pool at the bottom behind this wall. There's a little room for a pool at the bottom there, where it'll then come down here and go down another waterfall into like a little pond down here. And from here I want to have a river sort of flowing off this way and down into the swamp down below, and also another river coming off this way and down into the swamp down there. So I think that's going to look pretty cool. And just here I've just sort of marked out where I want to put a door to our underground part of our base, which is where all our like storage for all our farms is going to hopefully end up. And I've just marked it off here with a little 3x3 door, because I want to put one of those cool 3x3 piston doors in there. I reckon that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot to do. We've still got to do the towers as well. I've got to mark them out on this side and stuff like that. But I think to get started, we're going to deal with this orange building, which I want to put a sugarcane farm in. Just a little small one. We don't need a really massive one, because what I'm thinking is we need sugarcane to make rockets, and we don't really need it. I'm not going to use it for trading with villagers, because pumpkins are better for that, which I want to build a pumpkin farm later, which I'll probably build a much larger pumpkin farm than this sugarcane farm. But we only need it to make rockets, so that's the first step to getting our rockets. And then we're also going to need gunpowder. So I'm thinking I will build a mob farm, but probably just a small one, because we only need a bit of gunpowder to make rockets. And I'm thinking of just building it on top of this mountain and somehow incorporating it into the castle that I want to build in there. And like, of course there's heaps of spawning spaces around it just up there, but I don't think it's going to matter, because I don't really need it to be superly high efficient, like really efficient, because like we only need a little bit of gunpowder and a little bit of sugarcane to make like plenty of rockets that we get, all the rockets we're going to need. So that'll be cool, but that's a bit in the future there, before we can make that mob farm, because we soon will be fighting the dragon in a couple of days actually, or in one day actually. And so soon we'll all be having elytras, which will be a lot better, because for all this month we've just been walking around on the ground. So it'll be good once we get elytras. And yeah, I want to have the gunpowder and the sugarcane ready to go for our rockets. So let's get started. I think I've got everything I need to make this sugarcane farm in my inventory. And it's going to be night soon, so let's just bring this bed with us and get up there. I've sort of built the building around the design that I'm going to use, so it's going to be just inside this building. It's only going to have 8 sugarcane plants, and they're going to be 2 high, so 16 pistons to push off the first top 2 layers of the sugarcane. So the first step is to... Alrighty, sorry about that, guys. So the first thing to do is we want to plant the sugarcane on this row of dirt here. And then we want a water stream at the bottom just to carry it into like a single chest for now. So let's change this dirt at the bottom here to stone bricks so it looks a little bit nicer. And I've got some of those. Get those in. And then this will be the dirt. And then this layer here, we're just going to place some stone bricks as well. Right across here. This is a really, really simple design. And then we're going to have our pistons right here. So right here. 8 across like that, and then 1 on top of each of those pistons. And that's basically it. So the sugarcane will be planted here. I didn't actually bring the sugarcane, but I can go and grab some. I've got plenty. And then we'll get up behind and work on the redstone. So basically, this blue thing might get in the way. We might just take off the bottom layer of that. Okay, so we're going to use some stone slabs here. So we'll have stone slabs coming off like this, which is where our redstone's going to go to power all the pistons. So there's a block here on this top, next to this top piston. It's going to fire the bottom piston as well. So we can test that by just putting some redstone down. And we'll just knock this block out. And we'll put a redstone torch here. And yeah, see, all the pistons fire. So we're good to go there. We'll replace that block back because we don't want any redstone to be on the outside of this building. So I've come up with a little bit of a design which should stop that from happening. So we're going to need our slabs again, and we're going to go, how did I have it? I think we just have it like this all the way across on top, and then over here we just have single slabs like this, because we've got to watch out for that quasi connectivity of if there's any redstone on a block above these pistons, like diagonal to it even, sometimes it can still like power it, and it's really annoying. So that's why we use just slabs here. It kind of helps, I think. And then basically we're going to have a daylight sensor right above a piece of redstone, right about, where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. Put our daylight sensor on top of there, and that's going to power that when it's daytime. And we don't want it to be, because that'll be full strength in the middle of the day, but as the sun is just rising, it'll be a lower strength, and then it'll go up in strength until it gets to full strength. But we just want it to be full strength straight from the beginning of the day. So we'll put a repeater there, and then this is where we get a observer, because at first I was trying to make a monostable circuit in this small little area, this 2x2 area, and it needed to be flat to stay underneath the roof, and I just couldn't come up with one. And I thought, why not use an observer block here, because I've never really used observer blocks, but it comes in really handy, especially for this. We can just use that going into another repeater here. We'll put that on 4 ticks so that we have a nice long signal to go to our pistons down there, so they get a nice long pulse, and then we just get the redstone down like that, and that should, it's not going to power yet, but when the signal changes, so if it goes to night time, this will turn off, this redstone, and the observer will detect the change. So there's been a change here, it's turned off, it'll detect that change and send out a pulse, which will go through and set off the pistons, and then again in the morning when it changes to on, it'll do the same thing. It'll detect that there's been a change and it'll send out another pulse. So we'll get a pulse every morning and every night, so that'll be plenty enough to harvest our crops down there. And then all we have to do is cover it up. It's all done. So we just come along with our, whoops, not like that, with our blocks like this to make the roof, and that's it. And the roof should perfectly fit over the top of our redstone here. So let's see, we might need some more orange blocks here, just like that, and that'll be coming up like that, that'll be going like that, that'll be like that, and just like that, and it should just cover it up nicely. And the only thing you'll be able to see is this daylight sensor, which kind of almost looks like part of the roof. It's like a slab, just like these are, and it just looks like it's a solar panel or something. So I think that's perfect. So I'll get the rest of this roof on and then I'll show you. Okay, well, we weren't quite finished with the farm yet, were we? We have to put the water in and everything like that. So basically we're just going to have a water source over here, and it should just run 8 blocks, so straight to there, which is perfect. And then we're just going to have a chest right here, and actually I should have brought 2 hoppers, but that's okay. We'll have a chest here. I'll actually put it here so I can replace the block here, but you know, it's all the same. And then we'll just have a hopper going into there, and we'll just replace this. And for now we'll just have it all going into this chest, but in the future we'll have it going down into our storage system, so that'll be cool. And then let's get back in there and we'll put in the sugarcane, so just like this, and that's it, done. Wait, lights as well. It would be good to have glowstone. We could actually have glowstone up there and the redstone would still go on top of it. So I don't know what I'm going to do for now. Actually, I'll just put it on the back of here. You'll probably be able to see the particles from behind, but till I get some glowstone, we'll just leave it at that. And I also want to get some orange glass to put in the front here and on this side window here so we can see in. But that's it. So basically it's going to harvest in the morning and in the night, and I think that's going to give us all the sugar canes we need. So yeah, that's the job done. So the next thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get the roofs on all the rest of the houses. As you can see, I finished this one off. So we've got all the wood types now. I think we've got dark oak for these orange houses. I think it looks cool. Let's take a step back and look. We've got dark oak for the orange houses. Yeah, that's going to look cool. Then we've got jungle wood for the magenta houses, oak wood for the purple houses, acacia for the cyan houses, and spruce for the light blue houses. So I think it's going to look cool with all these different colors like all in there. We still have to like detail all the houses, but I think I'm going to do like most of the houses first and then come back and just detail them all at once. I think that's going to be the easiest way to go. So I'll get busy doing these roofs, and then if we've got time, I'm going to see if we can start this waterfall off and get the water flowing down here and get an idea of what that's going to look like. So I'll be back in a sec after I've done these roofs. Okay guys, so I've done all the roofs now, just got to put on a couple more, and I've got some orange glass too to put in the sugarcane farm, the windows. And I've moved the chest out by one, so I've replaced the orange wall there. So let's get up here and just finish it off. This I'm going to turn back to nether brick, and I bought some of that. Let's get rid of this, and let's replace it with some netherrack. Just like that. I think we need one more netherrack, or do we put a stone brick slab there? That'll do, I think. And let's put these orange windows in. Hopefully they look okay. I always like to have a look inside my farms, my redstone farms, so hopefully this looks okay with the theme we've got going on here. And that should look okay. And I've moved the chest out the front by one more, so I'll put one more hopper there, and let's just see if we've got any sugarcane in there yet. 7 sugarcane, so it's going to be real slow, but I think it'll provide us with plenty enough for our rockets. And we've just got to get back up on top there and fix up the roof, because I made a slight change up there. And we've just got to cover this up. I did have a little building here, but it turned out to be a bit too small for it to be even worth being there. So let's just go like that, and that can just go in like that. It's kind of awkward. Can we get that in there? That'll do, I think. So it's all complete now, sweet as, and I've got all the roofs on these buildings now, so we can have a look. And before I do that, last episode I was trying to make like a little path to go like in between the buildings, and I figured out it's kind of easier to just build the buildings and let the path, like let the buildings like dictate the path. Get out of here. Go away. Oh, they're so hard to hit. Yeah, so I think it's easier to build the buildings and let them dictate where the path goes. So now the path comes in here, and we've got a little back alleyway in here, which we can probably continue some of this blue down in here, and some of that purple in the other building, and the orange here. So we can have like some little alleyway doors to the buildings and stuff like that. And then it comes down past here, in here. So we're going to have some more doors in here, and door in here, maybe a door to this purple building in here. It's still all unfinished, the path and stuff like that. And then it just comes up here, and we're on this level here. So that's going to be pretty cool. I've got to put a few more buildings in the back row here. So there'll probably be another building right here, so that the alleyway will come up right next to it. So that's cool. And then when we're on this level, we're going to have some doors to the taller buildings up in here. So that's pretty cool. We can actually walk onto the roofs of some of the shorter buildings. So let's go take a look at how it all looks. Haven't had a look yet with all the roofs on. And let's have a look. And that's looking sweet as, man. I love it when you put the roofs on and they're all like different angles and stuff like that, and they're all sort of fitting together. So that's sweet, and that orange glass does look okay. Now I think with a bit more detail, like block variation, I think it's going to look even better. And yeah, I finally got proper nether portal in, connected to the proper new nether hub that's in the nether now. That was a failed portal, but this one works perfectly, and it's pretty much where I want it. So we'll come out here, and there'll be a little walkway in the future coming down here over our little pond and down into our storage area down there, and probably some stairs to get up onto that first road there and stuff like that. So that's going to be cool. So it's way easier to get back to the nether hub now. Before, with that other portal on the other side of the mountain, I was sort of had to go through all these meandering little tunnels to get all the way back to the hub. Now it's just a straight road straight to the hub, and it's only like not very far away from our portal. And that was thanks to Curly Marley. He just helped us out there in the nether, and he dug a tunnel straight to where we needed our portal. So thanks to him, we've got a working portal. I'll just go and show you. Straight through here, and it should hook up because I tested it before. And here we go. And I saw Curly Marley go that way, so I believe over there is his place. And if we go straight through here, I don't know what this is. This might be another fortress or something blocked off. So that's all good. And if we go straight through here, this goes to the hub, and the hub is just right there, which I won't show you because it's probably not finished yet and it might be a spoiler, so we'll just go straight back this way. Alrighty, so I think we've got a little bit of time to try and do some of these waterfalls, so let's give it a go. I've got 2 buckets of water here, and I'm up at the top here, so I want a water source on the edge of all these 3 blocks. So let's just make a temporary infinite water source just over here, and let's just put a water on top of all of those and see where they end up. We're going to have to scaffold out. And can I reach? Yep. So let's see what happens. This water will be coming from up on top of the mountain in the future, but we can see what it looks like from here with just this. Let's get one in there, one in there, and that's going to fill up a pool at the bottom. And I can come back later and like change all these blocks to something a bit nicer than just stone and dirt, but for now it's all good. So let's get the water in. Hopefully we can make all of this sort of proper, like solid water blocks all the way around. Let's grab some water from there, grab some water, put it in there. We should be getting some solid water blocks in here. It's all looking good. It should all flow down the bottom. Let's just fill that in and keep going. Grab some water from here. It's looking like it's working. It's looking good. Get it all filled up. It's gonna look super good, super sweet, hopefully. Especially once it's all done. I've got all the proper borders around where I want the water to go. But at least this way we can sort of get an idea, and I can shape the pond how I want around the water. And then I want full water source blocks on all of these red blocks here. And now we're down to here, so we're going to need some more water. Let's head back up and grab one more bucket. Let's come down here and just fill all of this in. Is that going to make a sauce for me? We put it there and then there. Is that going to make a sauce? I think so. this block needs sources. And we're missing a source somewhere in the middle here. That's better. Okay, let's go around the edge. I think going around the edge is the way to go. Yeah, look at that. That's working. And yeah, I've still got to definitely work out the border of this, the shape of this and what blocks I'm going to use. That shouldn't be too hard. Let's go all the way around the edge. Hopefully we can fill up the middle of this lake without too much problems. It should just automatically fill at a certain point, like the whole place. Well, that looks like it's done it. I think it's done. Let's have a look. Sweet. And yeah, that's gonna look cool, man. Oh, I want to get rid of those blue blocks up there, but that's okay. Oh, now it's raining. Okay, well, I'll get rid of the blue blocks and wait till it stops raining, because with the shaders the rain really does darken it and you can hardly see anything. So I'll be back with a nice view of our new water feature. And there it is. Check it out. It's looking good. Definitely love the blue water we've got going on here, and once I make this pond a bit bigger and shape it out and get some proper like retaining wall edges going on and all the paths and stuff that we're going to have and buildings, I think it's all going to look sweet as. And these parts here, like here and here, I don't want to put any buildings, I don't think. I think I want to put some trees and stuff like right next to where the waterfall is. I think that'll look cool in there. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. We got a lot done. We got our sugarcane farm, our first redstone farm in. We got our water feature in, and we got our proper connection to the nether hub. So things are looking good. We're getting there. And next episode, hopefully, if my working out of the times are correct, I'll probably like not be working on the day that they're doing the big dragon fight. So hopefully next episode you can look forward to a massive dragon fight, and I think they're even gonna spawn some withers in there to fight alongside the dragon as well. So we're all gonna be just battling it out and killing the dragon. So yeah, hopefully if I've worked out the times right. So that'll be it for me today, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.